You sneaky. You're running as an outsider.
I am an outsider.
Is this true?
Yes, it's true. This man has no dick.
Come on! Come on! Really?
Do you smoke crack cocaine?
Exactly.
Let's give the people what they came for.
Guess what? I got a fever. And the only prescription is more cowbell.
Mr. Prime Minister, will there always be a Canada?
There will always be a Canada.
All right, elbows up.
Elbows up.
It's like people only do things because they get paid. And that's just really sad.
Ready? Are you ready? Get them out of here! Get them out of here! Get the hell out of here!
Enough with the woke shit.
So the answer to that is to stop being stupid.
I can't do it. We'll do it live. Okay. We'll do it live! I'll write it and we'll do it live!
Get your special sock out, nerds. It's gonna get good.
Is the federal government stealing from us? Are they sabotaging our industry? Are they taking us down the path to communism? Are they censoring us? Are they stealing our guns from us? Come on, let's go!
Let's fucking go.
Knockout!
What's going on, ladies and gentlemen? Welcome back to the Fringe. Welcome to Friday Night Fringe here on the channel. Been a day. It's been a day. In fact, I'm not even going to get into it. Joining me live, of course, Fridays, as always, the beautiful Mrs. Fringe. How are you?
I'm good. How are you? You sound so enthused.
So enthused. So enthused. I am 5 minutes away from hitting the liquor store. Let's get into what's going on today. It's been a day. Not only did we lose Chuck Norris, rest in peace, Chuck, but it's, can we hit the thumbs up? Can we get the likes going?
Yeah, let's get the likes in there.
Let's get 1,000 likes in tonight's stream, please, for the love of God. I'll do two giveaways. Two giveaways tonight if we hit 1,000 likes.
Oh, that'd be awesome.
People don't realize that when you hit the like button, it projects this out to other people who then can come in.
Hey, come watch the show.
It's like a chain reaction. They hit the like button and then the viewership grows. It pushes it out because YouTube just hates us lately.
Yeah.
I'm gonna have to find an alternative because I'll tell you, YouTube has me on the verge of quitting at this point. We're just gonna. It's been a day with YouTube as well. What happened to the video today? I'll tell you what happened to the video today. A bunch of people say that Pierre is a sacred cow and you can't actually have a conversation about what's going on in politics without offending and pissing off the masses. If you dare touch the topic, people get upset and say, well, I'm going to downvote the video and report it into non-existence until it gets pulled because you hurt my feelings talking about Pierre. What's really funny about that video was that if people watched it all the way through or even halfway through, they would have seen that I was talking about my concerns for the Conservative Party and how his comment would have affected his votes in Alberta. But yet a 20-minute video launches, and within 30 seconds of it dropping, I have 15 comments of people saying, you're wrong, you hate Pierre, I'm never watching you again, I'm unsubscribing. You don't even know what I'm talking about, dude.
You didn't watch the video.
Didn't watch the video. Let's try and wash that off and get through tonight. I've got a lot of memes to make up for being gone last week, so let's have some fun. Raptor Guy coming in with a $2 super chat. Rip Chuck Norris. We got a little bit of a tribute to Chuck Norris.
Yes.
We're going to get it going. Let's go. Carnage Carney, $5 super chat. RCMP sent me an email today. If I don't report my prohibited shovels, they will not renew my RPAL. Is that legit? Is that legit? So look at this. Look at this. Northern Perspective and Bolton all got taken down today for talking about Pierre on Joe Rogan. So, and what's funny is that Northern are quite close with Pierre's people, right? I guess only the pleb can talk about them because, you know, the connection,
get removed,
the connection.
Well, it's easy when you're getting paid.
Yeah. Oh, don't say that. No,
nope.
Allegedly. Allegedly, we have to say that. Look, I like Nick. I don't want to make it sound like I'm yelling at
not
Nick.
all.
It just it's guys, come on. Let's get a roll call going on before we get started with tonight's memes. Let's see who's watching in the stream. Let's yeah, Matt's already got it. What do we got here? What do we got? We got Nelson Cade coming in from New Brunswick. Carrie's coming in from Nashville, Tennessee. We got Mystic coming in from beautiful Calgary. Welcome in. We've got John coming in from Bridesville, BC, former Lethbridge, following you since the beginning of the independence petition. I appreciate that. You know, one of the independence petitioners called today because my name was on the email list to see if I was signed yet. And sure enough, as soon as she saw my name and heard the voice, she's, oh my God, never mind. I know who you are.
To your family and friends.
Yeah, it came up right after asking, have you spoken to your family and your friends about independence? I said, yeah, about all 160,000 of them. And as soon as I said it, it was very funny.
Yes.
Very funny, very heartwarming to hear that this was a viewer who called. Lady Deathraiser coming in from Sterling, Alberta. Tiff, you look amazed balls as always.
Thank you.
I think so. That's why I entered into the sacred bond of marriage with her. Guy Hodgins coming in, tuning in from Medicine Hat. Welcome in. Wesley Snipes is joining us from Lethbridge. HQ Idiot Box. I love that name. Coming in from Texas. Mystical is still on the roof. Careful, it's snowing. Waiting for the next ice age to arrive.
It is white out there right now.
It's white. It's racist weather. Watch out. Watch out. Will Morris is coming in from Pueblo, Colorado. Welcome in.
Cool.
Chris is coming in from Airdrie. David Brewer coming in from Springfield. We've got Nicole coming in from London, Ontario. Leonard's joining us from west of Edmonton. Ugly CB coming in from Barhead. Got Kevin coming in from Fort Mac. Mike coming in from Ampere, Ontario. It's nice to be back. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. JD's coming in from Westlock County. Lori's coming in from Camrose. I can't show what Survival said because that's against YouTube's policies. Who else do we got here? Darren coming up from Snowy Spruce Grove. Hit me one more time coming from Lloyd. My First Amendment right. The best one. Coming from Northern New York, St. Lawrence County as always. Good to have you here. We've got Rodney coming in from Newfoundland. Good to have you as well. Jim Allen coming in from Calgary as well. Good to have you in here. We got Aaron coming in from Red Deer. Kevin coming in from Ontario. We got Sith Cat, or Kate Sith, if you know video games. Sith Cat coming in from Cleveland, Ohio. Good to have you in here.
Mike J. Tate.
I was getting to it. We've got Mike coming in from Kirkland, Washington, after scathing from Mrs. Fringe. It's good to have you in. Rex coming in from Northwest freaking Arkansas. It's good to have you in here. Wildflowers coming in from Edmonton. Squids coming in from Calgary. Here I am coming in from Lethbridge. We've got Rip Chuck Norris, Dave coming in from High River. I got to get caught up in the chat. I know Mrs. Fringe is going to get on me again. Guys, I know somebody's going to say, you said Arkansas, it's Arkansas. It's a joke.
It's a joke.
It's a joke.
A mistake I made a long time ago.
Inside joke, folks. So please don't do it. Don't redeem. Don't redeem.
My mistake, not yours.
We got to get the morale up. Guys, you got a fever tonight?
Guess what? I got a fever. And the only prescription is more cowbell.
How? More cowbell. What do we got? Should we just get right into the memes? I think
that's really what would come here.
I think everybody needs what's this? Will Morris? I caught a troll on your video. Chewed him out. $2 super chat.
Love it.
Appreciate it. Saved by Grace coming in for 15 months. Today's video was amazing. Ignore the brain dead haters. It's the problem is when they concentrate their energy on this, it affects the channel. It affects future uploads. It affects everything that this channel does. We're down about 60% of what we normally do in a month. I understand we went away for a week of that month, but it's just when you put all your heart and soul into something. I don't know if you guys noticed, I've kind of changed the way I'm doing videos now, the format. So a little more extra work is going into it. And then all of a sudden, because a couple people hate it, it gets torn down. It gets on my nerves.
It's hard.
Please forgive the complaining. I'll try to be a little bit better. I'll try to be a little nicer.
I feel a big rant coming on tonight. Like
no
you're
rants.
in one of those moods.
No rants. It affects the workload, and I just affects the morale a little. And I was really upset because man, this one hit really hard. Chuck Norris passing.
Oh, that was a big one.
I freaking love Chuck Norris.
I sent it to you, and I was just like, "What? Like, it's so upsetting."
I miss Chuck Norris.
He was a good one
already. Let's do a tribute to Chuck Norris. First off with the memes. He loved the Chuck Norris jokes,
did.
and it's
He had
evident in this
such
stream.
a great
Here's
sense
the
of
top five Chuck Norris jokes, folks.
You know, they say Chuck Norris is so tough, there's no chin under his beard. There is only another fist.
That's ridiculous. Chuck Norris.
I heard another rumor that you were bitten by a king cobra.
Yeah, I was. But after 5 days of agonizing pain, the cobra died.
You know, Chuck, I hear that when you do a push-up, you're not really pushing yourself up. You're pushing the earth down.
Correct. Absolutely.
Chuck Norris doesn't churn butter. He roundhouse kicks the cows and the butter.
So I went in and I bent down and I petted him. And all of a sudden, you hear this like that. So the trainer says, get up very slowly and back up. So the tiger did. He slowly got up and back down.
Don't you just love Chuck? He had a great sense of humor. Braddock missing in action, like all these amazing movies that Chuck Norris had over the years. Rip to Chuck. One of my faves, gone. I know people say 85 years old, but still gone too soon. Gone too soon. I really hate that we're getting to that point in time where all the classics are, because, you know, Sylvester Stallone's in his late 70s. Schwarzenegger. They're saying Schwarzenegger could be gone in the next couple of years because of a health issue he's got. Like, I don't want this time era to end.
No.
In fact, we just watched Terminator 2 not too long ago.
Yep.
I love that movie. One of my favorite action movies of all time.
The Expendables, it's just got all of them in it.
The Expendables were okay. They got a little stale after the second one.
It's just seeing them all in one movie is pretty amazing, though.
It is pretty cool. This one kind of reigns true. I had to show it, even though we're trying to be a little less negative. The current state of Canada, if anybody's paying attention, this is kind of what happens with the videos today.
Yeah.
Right? Most Canadians, everything's fine. Everything's fine, right? Everything's fine. Doesn't matter.
To worry.
Doesn't matter. Everything's good. Everything's good. Here we go. Hoser coming in. Chuck Norris didn't die. He told his own heart to stop so he could become more powerful in immortality. There you go. I love it.
Oh, I love that.
I love it. You guys are great with these. It's
I was reading so many of them that everybody had in the chat from beginning. It's hilarious.
I don't know about his only blemish being Mr. Freeze. He made some terrible movies. However, Mr. Freeze, all right, everyone, chill. It was terrible.
It was horrible.
Terrible.
But that whole movie was cringe, really.
Hey, how you called Batman? Come on at me. Come on. I'm here, Mr. Freeze.
Yeah.
Terrible. Angela coming in a $5 super chat. I saw a true crime channel talking about the algorithm for them being off as well. There's something weird going on. So YouTube, it's not that the algorithm's off.
No, they've changed things, which makes things a little bit more difficult for everybody.
Let me explain how the algorithm works now. Because it used to be based, people always said the same old thing. It's all about views and clicks. People just want their views and their clicks. What happened is that if you clicked on a video before, YouTube registered it as people are watching this, and it would recommend it to other people based on likes and comments. YouTube changed in January, and now to get rid of AI slop, they're saying it depends how satisfied people are with videos, meaning how long they're watching, how often they watch your channel,
comments,
how often after you launch a video, they're watching the video. It's all about retention now, and it's all about how long they stick around. And if they're happy when they leave, if they watch more of your videos when they're done. So now we're in this whole new ranking system. And a lot of YouTubers are unaware of how this is working. So a lot of videos, and you're seeing mass creators, like large creators, that are now losing a lot of their audience. That's why this channel said, okay, maybe we just try doing things a little bit better. We put a little bit better production quality into things, maybe a little more work into things, a little more effort, keep people happy. I'll tell you, AI slop, they're saying, is going to be one of the things they're pushing for. It's their top agenda to get rid of on the platform.
Really flooding YouTube. It is.
It is. And this is how they think they're going to stop it. Although YouTube's a little out of touch when it comes to these things.
Yep.
I had a long conversation with YouTube about this. We had our video go out yesterday about Danielle Smith and the maid service. And one notification had been sent out in 45 minutes.
Yeah.
To our subscribers who had that little bell turned on, one notification, which meant that when the video came on, it was reliant on people seeing it on their open page and saying, yeah, I'll click on that.
So it's not getting out there.
People who normally don't watch the videos So what happens is that when people don't watch that right away, YouTube says, yeah, people aren't interested.
It's not popular.
And it goes downhill.
Yeah.
It goes downhill and then it gets buried. Now, this isn't me complaining. I'm trying to explain so that you guys understand. This is how it gets frustrating as a YouTube creator to say, okay, how do we get it out now? How do we get it in front of people? This is why people get mad at things like clickbait. You see people trying to put clickbait titles on to drag people in, hoping they'll stick around. I'm going to try and get away from the clickbait. I'm going to try and give you guys real titles. I'm going to try to
before that was really the only way you could get things out there too.
Yeah, we're gonna make some changes. We're gonna make some changes around here. Dark Helmet, I freaking love that name. $5 super chat. One of my favorite Chuck Norris movies was Invasion USA. He had so many classics. So many classics.
Yep.
It's let's continue with the memes because we want to continue on with the memes. You guys want to talk about a classic? There's a new if you're into old school, if you really like old school, there's this new butter churning device that's come out on the market. If you're into churning your own butter, some people like making their own bread. The new Bill Clinton butter churner is hitting the markets. Let's take a look.
Believe it or not, this was a job that was generally given out to the girls or the children of the family. And I'm sure they did not appreciate it.
Yeah, girls and children of the family, didn't appreciate that job. Didn't appreciate that job whatsoever. The Bill Clinton butter churner now on the market.
Laugh or cry?
It's
so bad. So bad.
Doesn't really hit you, does it, folks? Doesn't hit you. But here's one thing. Here's one. When we talk about the gas prices, I saw Carnage Carney mentioned earlier. We shouldn't do free T-shirts anymore. We should do gas cards,
right?
When we give us, hey, maybe we start doing gas cards.
Gas cards, grocery cards.
Maybe we start doing gas and grocery cards. Here we go. Let's take a look. What we got here? Just walk. The new price. Elbows up, everybody.
Because
elbows up.
When gas goes up, so does groceries. We're all going to be on this new Canadian diet.
The new Canadian diet?
Just don't eat.
Just rice cakes. Rice cakes.
That's what I'm living on. Rice cakes and Nutella.
Well, you know how the government behaves, everybody. They're the usual phrase. It's not who cares anymore. Give me your money. Yep, give me your money. Just shut up and give me your money. That's how the government sees it.
So bad.
Steve Jensen, never seen the hype button. Is that a thing? I've heard it's a thing. I don't see it either. I don't see it either. I don't know how the hype button works. I really don't know much about
it.
I'm not in on new technologies.
Like, it's always been there. I was like, I don't think so. I don't think so.
This one's an oldie, but
it's gooder.
If you run it around to Mark Carney, it totally works. It totally works. Liberal voter worshiping Trudeau. Just switch it around to Mark Carney. It's funny how the more things change, the more they stay the same, isn't it, folks?
Yeah, exactly.
Isn't it? It's the good old Newfoundland shower. The Newfie shower. That's what my Newfoundland brother-in-law calls it. So please, if anybody's from Newfoundland, don't say, you hate everybody in Canada. No. It's a joke. It's a joke. Speaking of jokes, you guys ever played Boggle? Is it Boggle? Wordle? One of those?
Yeah, Wordle.
New game came out. Let's see if we can guess the words in these panels, okay? Let's go, folks.
Fill in the blank.
Burger. B-U-R. Singer.
That's correct.
Ninja.
That's correct.
Digger.
That's correct.
Oh, bigger, because he's taller.
That's correct.
Is it riggers? Because like an oil rig?
That's correct.
Oh, I have no idea what that is. Oh, dagger.
That's correct.
Oh, there we go. Numbers?
That's correct.
That's a crazy.
That's an easy one. That's an easy one. This is what Canada's starting to look like now.
It is.
Canada's the number 0. This is what we're starting to look like right now, isn't it? Now, people are going to say it's racist, but I thought it was funny. I thought it was funny because of the context. We got to make people laugh. This one was great. I can't play the audio from this one because it's got copyright audio in it. But let's take a look. There's the old lonely wife watching TV, getting the idea of, hey, maybe I can spice up my marriage a little bit. Maybe I'll give that a shot, right? Let's give that a try. Here we go. Look at the husband. He doesn't look very pleased about it. Let's go. The look on his face says everything, doesn't it? Doesn't it? Oh, wait a minute. Wait a minute. Reality sinking into the husband. Reality sinking in.
When you showed this to me, I was like,
Isn't this the way it would be, guys? Guys, admit.
this.
Guys in the chat can admit this
Yes.
is exactly
This is
what.
not wrong.
This is exactly what the man would be thinking.
Not wrong.
It's just wait a
Where
minute.
was that finger
Wait a
today?
minute. Wait a minute. Something. Oh no, you don't want that kiss, pal. I'm telling you. Look at it. Look at his face. Oh wait, we can't play the audio. Can't play. I was trying to pause it, but that's reality, right, guys? Men are filthy. Women, if you don't know men are that filthy, come on. Come on. Let's go. Let's get another one. Darth Vader. If you guys ever watched Shark Tank, Darth Vader was on Shark Tank this week.
Yeah.
This is how I'd run Alberta. If I was in charge of Alberta, if Alberta leaves and I was in charge of Alberta, this is exactly the way Darth Vader talks to these sharks is exactly how every meeting would go if I was in charge of Alberta.
Next up is Darth Vader, who believes his Death Star will bring peace to the galaxy.
Hello, Sharks. I'm here today asking for all your Imperial credits to complete the DS-1 orbital battle station.
That's quite the ask, Dark Helmet. Let's talk equity. What are you offering?
You will receive 0% equity.
So you want all our money to build a Death Star, but we get nothing?
In exchange for your capital, I will allow you to continue breathing, Mr. Cuban.
Darth, you're a nothing burger. Get out of the tank. I'm out.
There is nothing wonderful about your future, Kevin. The Emperor doesn't take shit from a big-ass shark.
Next up is Darth Vader.
I think Darth's going to get a deal. I don't know. This one was great. Have you guys ever seen these jerks in the parking lots? This is one of the reasons I'll never own a truck.
I see them all the time.
This is one reason I'll never own a truck. You ever see these guys that think that they're special privilege because they drive around in their pickup trucks?
I want these stickers.
And they take, I don't mind the guys who park at the back of a parking
No,
lot
absolutely not.
because they say, I don't want anybody dinging my truck or anything like that. But this is, there it is. Derek says, I see them all over.
Right.
This happens
everywhere.
all the time.
There is always one.
All the time. Here we go. I love what this guy does with this truck. Take a look. Now, technically it's vandalism.
Yes.
Right? Technically it's vandalism, but it's just so awesome.
Don't get caught.
So awesome. Here we go. Is there no audio on this one?
No.
There's no audio on this one. Okay, so check it out. Love big trucks and big members. Sticker, and he scratches it.
Look old.
Now, as he says, I got to make sure the coast is clear. I get threats on my life every day for making our lots a safer place. Here it is. Micro awareness club. I almost feel that way with the way some guys drive their trucks when they get them all raised and stuff. It says these are eggshell stickers. For those who don't know, they just don't come off. They chip away when you try to peel it. So look at it. Isn't that awesome? And look at the guy. Look at the guy coming out trying to get it off his window. He can't get it off. Like. Technically it's vandalism, but it's awesome. As Peter Griffin says, oh my God, that's awesome. I love it. I absolutely love it. If you need another reason to smile today, if you've ever been around kids like we are all the time, I love this video. This is the perfect job doesn't exist. Let's go. Oh, we can't play the audio on this one either. I forgot. After a long week at your job, wouldn't you just love this? Wouldn't this just be like the best part of your day? I would love this. Every look at that. Perfect. Perfect.
It reminds me of the Adam Sandler movie when he was playing
Billy
dodgeball.
Madison.
Yeah.
When he's now you're all in big trouble. This is exactly like who wouldn't want that job? Who would not want that job? I think it's awesome.
I'd be in.
I think it's great. New driving school opened up in Brampton. If you guys missed it. Let's take a look at what's happening in Brampton.
Are you new to Canada? Get your car license today and make white people angry tomorrow. Our training is highly professional. We teach you how to drive with your eyes closed but spiritually open. Our training is strictly professional. Don't just learn to drive a car. Also learn to fly the car. Ride into incoming traffic like Brampton Transit buses. Call today and buy your license under the table. Sleep drive while dreaming about Canadian dollars and your PR. Join today Brampton's U-Turn to India driving training school and freshly squeezed stool.
I mean, it's kind of a meme, but it's kind of true at the same time.
Right?
Kind of true at the same time.
I mean, they have a lot of trucking companies.
They have a lot. They have a lot. We got to talk about this one. Speaking of Brampton, however, this was in Alberta. We've already told you guys that the recall petitions, everything that was going on was a data mining operation. Check out what's going on with the NDP in Alberta right now. If you need another reason to smile this week, here we go. Take it here.
Hello. Yeah, my name is Subdeep. I'm a volunteer on behalf of the Alberta NDP. Oh, we don't like communists. Good luck.
We don't like communists.
And he
Good
just
luck.
automatically leaves.
Just turns, just goes away. We don't like communists. Good luck. That's the way it should be. That's the way it should be. We don't like communists.
Okay.
See you later. Get out of here. That's you know what? That's very tame for what I'd say if they came to my door. Very tame.
His small child was at the door.
I get it.
I would expect you to be
This
clean
is maybe
too.
a learning moment for your kids. You guys ever remember G.I. Joe in the 1980s with the PSAs? The now you know and knowing is half the battle. Maybe this is one of those teaching moments for your kids. Hey, Pajit, you come to my door, you're going to learn a lesson about communism.
Yeah.
We're not doing it. We're not. Alberta is a commie-free zone. There you go. I love it. I love it. Here we go. Last one, because it's not really a meme. Did you guys see? I know people are going to say, hey, Derek, I don't hear you doing President Trump very often. You don't do Trump. Did you guys see President Trump talking about Pearl Harbor?
Good.
Talking about Pearl Harbor? I love it. Now, who knows how better to surprise people than Japan, huh? Who knows how better to do that than Japan? Let's take a look. Let's take a look if you missed it.
One question, why didn't you tell US allies in Europe and Asia like Japan about the war before attacking Iran? So we are very confused about we Japanese citizens.
Well, one thing, you don't want to signal too much. You know, when we go in, we went in very hard and we didn't tell anybody about it because we wanted surprise. Who knows better about surprise than Japan? Okay, why didn't you tell me about Pearl Harbor? Okay.
Look at the look. Look at the look on her face. Just this meme just makes my day. I mean, come on.
Of course, leave it to Trump to just say it.
Did you?
No filter.
This is like when he made the comment about Winston Churchill's bust with President Obama. That he said about he doesn't care what he has to say. Did you guys see when he was talking to the Germans about D-Day? And he says, boy, that was a really bad day for you guys, wasn't it? He just has no filter and he doesn't care. This is why I absolutely love President Trump because he just has.
You're not going to get anybody else in that office that's going to be as vocal as he is.
Zero F's given.
Yeah.
Zero F's given. There was so many people who melted down over this. I'm sure President Trump had a nice message for them when it was all done.
Go ahead
call
and
your dads, tell them about your alternative
lifestyle
as a gay communist.
And then who knows, maybe eat a lollipop. I don't know what flamers do with their time, but I'd imagine it's something along those lines.
Yeah, definitely along those lines. Who knows how to surprise people better than Japan? Huh? Absolutely awesome. Those are the memes for this week, folks. I tried to double down on the memes this week.
Yes, they were good ones tonight.
We were gone last week. I think a little double dose of memes never hurt anybody. I've got honorable mentions to get away, which by the way, I want to ask, since you're the community, by the way, hit the like button if you're new, if you just came in. 1,000 likes, folks. We're doing 2 giveaways tonight. So let's get it going. Let's get 1,000 likes in there. Hit that thumbs up. Somebody told me in a message, somebody messaged me and said they'd like to see, and I take feedback seriously on this channel. They said, I don't like when it stops during the stream when you're doing super chats. You should only mention the super chats at the end of the stream. A lot of people only mention them at the ends of streams now. Is that true? If you guys would prefer that I only acknowledge super chats at the end of the stream.
We don't want anyone to feel like they're being ignored. Absolutely not.
Throw a 1 in the chat. Throw a 1 in the chat.
Yeah.
If
you want it at the end of the show.
If you want it at the end of the show. If you don't want it at the end of the show, it's not that one person said that. No, it's not that one person said that. I've heard that from a few people over time. Okay, a lot of people saying no. Okay, good.
No, I
Good.
get it because you want to do it as they come in kind of thing.
The thing I try to explain to people is that technically people are paying for the premium for you to acknowledge their comments when they drop them.
They're trying to join in the conversation, right? So you read it at the end, the conversation's, like 40 minutes back.
Yeah, Master Snatch comes in. I don't know when you answer them at the end of stream. Sometimes it makes them irrelevant.
Yeah.
Some super chats
Exactly
sometimes
that.
time sensitive. Yeah, and that's kind of the thing. So with that said, let's get to them. Raptor Guy with $2 super chat. Thank you so much. Cosplaying as Happy Gilmore for the Toronto Comic Con.
Oh, I love that.
That's awesome, you jackass.
That is cool.
I think that's great. Will Morris, $2 super chat. I caught a troll. Oh, we got that one.
Thank
We got that
you.
one. What do we got here? David Brewer, $5 super chat. Rip Chuck Norris, true martial arts legend. The problem with most people is that they don't watch the entire video. They don't read.
Yeah.
It's fine. It's fine. Raptor Guy, feeling down, Fringe? You sound like you just did a video with Mark Slapinski. Listen, I would rather pass a bowling ball than do a video with Mark
really
Slapinski.
feel.
No, I'm not down. I'm pissed off. There's a big difference.
Yeah.
There's slightly agitated, and then there's, you know what, I'm pissed. I just think about it this way for a second, folks. And again, I'm just saying it so you understand. Go to your job all day, do all your work, and then when it's all done, have somebody tear it in half and say, you can't use that, can't do it. You're going to have to do it all over again. By the way, we're not paying you for today. Would you be happy going to your job and doing that? No. That's all I'm saying, is that there's a little bit of gray area on YouTube where they're not doing a very good job of explaining what you can and can't do on the platform, or what they don't want.
They keep changing it up, so you don't really know. But
Your channel should not be held hostage by people who don't like the truth.
Yeah.
That's the whole reason this channel started. I think that's why it made me pissed off. We're here just to have an open discussion. I'm not here to tell people how to think, how to feel, how to vote.
No, but we want to.
I'm not a celebrity. I'm not going to sit here and tell you how to feel or what to do with your votes. But I try to bring you what the mainstream media won't talk about. And that's what we were doing. That's what a lot of channels were doing. Again, John Bolton got the same treatment.
Yeah.
Northern Perspective got the same treatment.
Yep.
It's unbelievable. What do we got here? Dark Helmet, $5 super chat. Chuck Norris didn't die. He just accepted God's 1v1. Love it. Love it. Will Morris, hype the videos and the likes. $2 super chat. Appreciate it. Thank you so much. Never seen the hype button. Is that a thing? We got that one earlier. Thank you so much for that super chat. Raptor Guy reminds me of the Wheel of Fortune South Park episode.
Yes. That was good.
That was a great one. Thank you for the $5 super chat. If your car was north of or worth $122,000, you might park that way too.
Agreed.
It doesn't mean it's okay though. You can't park in 4 spots.
No, but if you have a car that expensive, park at the end of the lot.
Park at the end of the lot where all the stalls are open, right?
But I agree. Vandalism is not a good thing, right? Like I would not be doing something like that. The little cards are cute.
There it is. Paniner, $2 super chat. No. No.
Yes.
Yeah, we'll read the super chats when they come in. I just listen. Nobody here runs the show for the Fringe. We decide what to do.
But we do like.
But when I say we have the greatest community on earth, it's because I listen to you guys.
Yeah.
I value your opinion, and we decide what to do from there. So that's why we're asking. Just, do you guys really prefer that or not? Now we have a consensus. Yeah. We know how to move forward. Carnage Carney, $5 super chat. The best part of the show is reading the Mace app. It keeps the show going.
Yes.
I agree. Wholeheartedly agree. Rob Hildebrandt, $5 super chat. You'd have to answer and explain a lot of questions in the end. Too much time.
Exactly.
Yes. Very
You'd have to
confusing.
go back into those conversations. Very
confusing. Look at the one that came in about the car spot and everything else there.
Yeah.
Right? It's already passed. Badass Custom Coatings, $20 super chat. I help the channel just by hitting the like, play the video from beginning to ends, and share simple.
Thank you.
I appreciate that. Badass Custom Coatings, by the way, has been doing
support.
God's work.
Yes.
2 signing locations. I hope you got a lot of signatures.
Yes.
I can't wait to see what those numbers are.
That time is coming to an end here very soon.
Will Morris, $2 super chats, only because you guys are doing something right. I appreciate that. Thank you. Thank you so much. Matt with the $5 super chat. High Lord Elon needs to buy YouTube and make it completely free and uncensored like he did with X.
Yes.
There was chat at one point about Elon.
There was talk that he was going to do that.
Well, he was going to do that with X. He was going to open up X for streaming. He was going to open up X for YouTube style content, and it just never came to fruition. I don't know if it's still in the works. I don't know what's happening there. People say, well, go to other platforms. The problem is this is the most watched platform on the internet. So if you want to make a living doing content, this is where you have to do it. And I've always said to people, I don't want to be a e-beggar. I don't want to ask people for money. I don't want to ask for shill stuff. I mean, we offer you guys products. We do all sorts of things to kind of
Well, what other channel
promote the
does
channel,
giveaways?
but we do giveaways as well. We try to make
Yeah.
it even. But all I've ever said to help out the channel, watch the content. Just watch
Share and like.
Watch it, share
Tell
it, and
your
like
friends.
it. We get paid by YouTube that way, so let them pay us.
Yeah.
And then we're good. Gerald Cooper, being a member for 3 months. Carol and I are going to the slow roll tomorrow from Calgary to Red Deer. It will
Quarter tank.
1/4 tank of gas going there and back to Calgary. I'm happy for you.
That's awesome.
I hope you enjoy.
I hope the roads are good for you because it's snow and white out here.
It's crazy. Steve Jensen, $5 super chat. Lacazic's Forever Canada petition whining again about the committee deciding about how is the question going to be formed. What a loser.
Yes,
I'm
he
glad
is.
you brought that up, because one thing that I did mention in today's video before I got pulled that I will be happy to announce right now, and hit the like button if you agree that it's great, that it's the best thing on earth. The most Albertan lawyer, Keith Wilson.
You
will be-
missed a super chat from Alberta Gamer.
I'm getting
okay.
to it. I was making an announcement that
I'm very good at interrupting you.
Keith Wilson is coming on the channel on Monday to answer your questions about independence. I don't want to bug Jeff.
No.
I don't want to bug Mitch when they're at the tail end of what they're doing.
Yes, they're very busy right now.
Good old Keith Wilson's going to come in. He's going to hang out here on Monday with Mike and myself on the Forge.
It'll be
He's going to sit here with you guys answering your questions, talking about independence, talking about a single ballot question, talking about everything you want and need to know, making it very crystal clear about independence. So I hope you guys are looking forward to that on Monday. We've got Steve Jensen. Oh, no. Where was it? You said Alberta Gamer?
Yeah.
Where did I miss Alberta Gamers?
Oh, there we yeah.
I did miss it.
You did.
Chuck Norris didn't die. He finally learned how to divide by zero, and God had to protect the world from the result. So he came and got him. There you go.
Oh,
$5 super
so
chat.
good.
Thank you so much. I appreciate it. Sorry we missed it. It's yeah, we're always going to have trolls in the stream. In fact, I love the trolls. Shout out to the trolls,
Go
guys.
ahead and call your dads, tell them about your alternative lifestyle as a gay communist. And then who knows, maybe eat a lollipop. I don't know what flamers do with their time, but I'd imagine it's something along those lines.
Oh, we love having them in the stream, don't we? It just adds. It just makes it all warm and fuzzy, doesn't it? Let's talk about Alberta's only options now, shall we? I'm going to say something very unpopular again. We're going to have to get into it because today's video was pulled. So let's talk about it for those who didn't see it.
Yeah.
Let's talk about it. We won't play the clip because we know what happens when you play the clip.
We'll
Right?
have to shut things down.
We'll have to shut him down. But what I was talking about today, what I was trying to talk about on the video, is the anger of Albertans and what this is going to do for Alberta. A lot of people came back at me. I got emails, I got DMs, I got comments where people said, you're just upset that Alberta's not getting what you want. This is all about what you want. This has nothing to do with Alberta independence. You have to understand that if Pierre loses the next election, they're going to have to completely rebuild the Conservative Party of Canada. I want Pierre to be the next Prime Minister of Canada. Can we make that crystal clear and well known?
In the end, he is still the best choice for Canada.
He's better than Mark Carney. We can all agree on that.
And then
The problem when you look at Dr. Jordan Peterson's video, and I talked about it in today's video, where he was talking about it's not about what Mark Carney can offer Danielle Smith. It's what President Trump can offer Danielle Smith that Canada can't. It was something along those lines. It's not verbatim,
No.
but it was something along those lines. And that's the problem we're in right now. It's not that as an Albertan, you know, we were floating the idea and people were talking about it during the federal election last year.
Yep.
I mentioned this in today's video before it was pulled. Sheila Gunn Reid did a really good survey amongst people outside of Pierre's rally in Edmonton. A fair amount of those people were saying, if Pierre loses, I'm all for independence. There was already talk of independence. So people were already prepared to move that needle should Pierre lose. The problem over the last year is that with the value of freedom coming out and everything else that's been made available to us, when you start to look at the optics of what an independent Republic of Alberta would look like, the benefits for the people that live here, even if Pierre were to become prime minister, and this isn't his fault, it's the system, it's the way that our laws are designed, it's the Constitution's fault. If Pierre became a supermajority government and wanted to change the way things were done, he still has to open the Constitution. He still has to get 7 of 10 provinces to agree to stop taking our transfer payments. Who's going to do that? What provinces are going to say, stop giving us your money? Quebec gets a veto, and we all know where they stand.
Yeah.
So even if Pierre wants to do all of these things, even if he has the most genuine heart of hearts to repair things and the relationship with Alberta, he can't. He can't give us anything close to what Alberta independence offers.
No.
So as an Albertan, I now have 2 choices.
But there's only a few of us Albertans.
There's only a few. But as an Albertan, I now have 2 choices. My primary choice is that I want Alberta independence. And if for some reason Alberta independence fails, Pierre Poilievre being prime minister is a suitable backup. It at least isn't, well, it at least isn't as bad with Mark Carney running and managing the Dominion of Brookfield.
Yeah, still a better choice, but
some things could get fixed. And let's be honest, let's all be honest in this chat. If Pierre would have become prime minister in the last federal election, I don't think the push for independence would be as high as it is now. I don't think you'd have as many people signing because they'd be waiting to see if some of our disagreements with Canada
I don't think the step
could be
forward
fixed.
for independence would have gone either. They wanted to wait and see what he could do for us.
So I will call it how it is. I will admit that if Pierre won, I think things would be very different. But I think him losing is what really pushed the needle for independence, for people to say, okay, that's it. We give up. This is never going to change. We need to move forward.
The way he talks, he's just kind of given up.
It's
on making things better.
But he's been on fire lately. He's had the, are you sure about that comment? And I said the other day, I really liked it. I like what he's doing. I really liked his interview with Joe Rogan. I wish they would have cut back a little bit on the MMA talk and the health foods and stuff. People wanted to hear his position on politics. We wanted to hear about Joe Rogan talking politics. Joe can run his show however he wants. I'm just saying, in a 3-hour interview, I think they went a little too long on that stuff. That's just my own critique. But it was a good interview nonetheless. And I think it's great that Pierre went on. I think it would have helped him push the needle if he would have gone on.
I don't like the way he talked about Alberta independence.
We're going to get to that. We're going to get to that. But I think that he had a really good interview. And had he have done this interview in the federal election, I think he might have been able to convince some of the youth vote that Canada wanted to work with President Trump and that they had nothing to worry about when it came to tariffs.
I definitely think that him having that interview would have been great a year and a half ago versus doing it now, which is like a nothing burger. And I understand he did mention about the technicality of him not being able to leave Canada and Joe Rogan not being able to come into Canada, so they weren't able to actually get it arranged. But there are ways around that too.
There are.
You don't actually have to do the interviews in studio.
Well, Joe does them in studio though. That's his format.
But,
so again, I'm not gonna say it's
just saying, that's just
too negative.
Opinion.
Will Morris with $2 super chat. No, I'm saying
negative?
I don't want to make it too negative is what I'm saying. Will Morris with $2 super chat. The libs can't find change with a magnet. Absolutely. Raptor guy $5 super chat. Some good news. They did a poll in Nate's riding. If Andy Lewis or Avi Lewis runs, he would win.
Well, that's good.
That's good to know. It's so here was this comments like this are the reason for today's video.
Yeah.
Too little, too late for Pierre. Alberta's got new plans. Now, what we're dealing with here is the court of public opinion. Today's video wasn't about my opinion. It wasn't about Alberta independence. It's about the comment heard round the world. And what I said in my video was, I'm concerned that Pierre Poilievre has divided the country similar to Justin Trudeau. And what I mean by that is that when you look at Alberta, I think anybody, whether you're in America, if you know about our politics, if you're on the eastern side of Canada, Western Canada, if you're out of Alberta, I think you can absolutely agree that Alberta has the majority of conservative voters in the country, the most safe seats for conservatives in the country.
Yeah.
So when Pierre goes on a show and Joe Rogan wanted to get into the topic. He wanted to talk about What's going on with Alberta? We heard they're going to separate. This was Pierre's chance. I don't expect him to side with Alberta independence. I don't expect him to applaud Alberta independence or jump on our bandwagon.
Shut it right down.
A lot of people brought up the point, and I brought it up in the video as well. You have to remember that Pierre is the leader of the federal opposition. He's sworn to the crown. He cannot promote independence the same way Danielle can't. So he did the right thing to a certain extent. But when you chuckle and laugh and say, it's not going to happen, he says, some people are frustrated. That downplays it as a small fringe minority.
Yeah.
He doesn't say,
Who said that?
He doesn't say, look, there's a potential that 1 million people, roughly out of 5 million people, are quite displeased with the government to the point that they're ready to vote to get away from this country.
He said a lot of different things.
He could have said, this is the result of 10 years of corrupt liberal governments. There's a number of things he could have said that made Albertans feel that he's concerned and listens to them. This is the one thing I keep bringing up from all of our MPs is I don't see anybody in the House of Commons saying anything positive towards Alberta, that, hey, we need to work together. We need to find a way to make things right. We need to find a way to fix this. All they keep saying is, yeah, it's not going to happen. Screw them. And I warned everybody about this, that as soon as the signatures started to flow in, the Conservatives would feel threatened and they would turn on Alberta.
Yeah, they want to keep their jobs, and the majority of their jobs are here in Alberta.
So again, I'm not trying to be overly negative. I'm trying to talk about reality. And it seems some people couldn't deal with reality today. Some people don't like it when you touch the golden goose. I got this all throughout the federal election last year when I said, here's the good things about Pierre, but I'm worried about some things he said over here. And people go, don't rock the boat. Don't say anything bad about Pierre. He's going to lose the election if you do that. First off, if you think this channel had that kind of sway, thank you. But no. Secondly, if we don't demand better from our politicians, how are we ever going to get it?
Yeah.
We need to be able to have these uncomfortable discussions. We need to voice our opinions. And then we have to formulate a way to show our leaders and those that we stand behind that, hey, I think you could do this job, but you could probably do it a little bit better. People give me feedback all the time, and we've talked about it on this channel. I'm happy to hear your feedback, and I'm happy to consider it, because that's what I want to do if this channel's to remain successful. It's the same thing I'm asking for our MPs, our delegates, and our future prime minister. Hear what the people are saying and don't undermine them. When you chuckle and laugh and say, yeah, it's not going to happen, you have a fair amount of people that you've now upset. And it's not a matter that, well, they're not going to go vote Liberal. They're not going to vote NDP.
No.
They're not going to vote is the problem.
Yeah, if there's nobody to vote for,
they're just not going to do it.
Yeah.
Real Steve Jensen, $5 super chat. Did you see Jeff Rath's ex-post about the Elections Alberta Commissioner being an ex-partner with the law firm litigating against Stay Free Alberta? Yes, I'm going to bring that up a little later in the stream, but thank you for the super chat. I've also got Reg Porter. When people in the government turn away from their voters, it shows how much Albertans are appreciated.
Yeah.
That was my point. That was my point with today's video, is that what you're going to do is not just upset some people. You're upsetting people in the province that carries the most support for your party.
Yeah.
And some people say independence isn't as big as it is. I had some people tell me they're sick of me talking about independence, that they're from Alberta, but they think it's getting to be a little too much.
We are getting right to the end. Just wait.
But what I'm trying to get the point across here is, if Pierre Poilievre is your backup,
yeah,
like he is for me, again, my preference is independence.
I still want good things for Canada.
If independence doesn't happen, I feel he's the next best
We
option.
need a backup.
So shouldn't we say, hey, Pierre, could you give a shit about Alberta for 5 minutes?
Yeah.
If you're from here and you care about Alberta, could you at least acknowledge that this is 10 years of bad practices? We can't get our oil out of the ground. People can't get jobs because their last name isn't Singh. People can't buy food.
And the living is just getting worse and worse. Like the prices of gas are going up, which means food is going up. It's not going to change.
Aaron says, your vid rocked, by the way, today. I enjoyed it, and we all got our opinions on the podcast. To hell with those people. You keep doing you. I appreciate the kind words. It's frustrating because I'm not doing this to be a jerk, and I'm not doing this like, and I'm not butthurt. I'm not like whining. I know some people always perceive that what I'm doing is whining. This is a bit of a character I play on this channel. We're not whining. What I'm trying to get across here is that this is potentially damaging to Pierre's party.
Yeah.
The same way it was under Jenny Byrne when they said we can fence sit and we don't need to go on podcasts. That's the whole reason he's on Joe Rogan now.
Yeah.
They did this during the federal election. We don't need to do all of this. And then Pierre came out after the election and said, well, some mistakes were made, and I'm going to have to figure out ways to correct those mistakes and rebuild the party and show everybody that common sense is going to win the day. He's doing it all over again by sneering and laughing at Albertans.
Yeah.
And if you can't understand what we're trying to bring across, you just don't want to face reality that this is damaging to his party. I've got 77 Just Jack with a $2 super chat. Personally, I'd rather be underdog, i.e. Brexit. I'm in the same boat.
Yeah.
In the same boat. We've got Carnage Carney, $5 super chat. If we can get 700 likes in 5 minutes, I'll give out some memberships starting at 7:45, ending at 7:50. Well, it's 7:50 now. I'll tell you what. Let's extend it to 8 o'clock. Let's give them 10 minutes. Let's go to 8 o'clock. So 10 minutes from now, 8 o'clock my time. Get those 700 likes, folks. Free memberships.
Let's do
and
it.
we're doing giveaways.
Yeah.
Why is it so difficult for us to hit the 1,000 likes?
I know, right?
There's 800 people in here. Hit the like button, and we're giving away free memberships and 2 t-shirts tonight. Alberta Gamer, $5 super chat. I make good decisions. I vote Liberal. And I tore a hangnail from my thumb down to my elbow. There you go. Thank you so much for the super chat. GMC with a $1 super chat. I appreciate that. Thank you so much. Raptor Guy, $5 super chat. Lori Idlout charging business expenses to taxpayers. Randy Boissonneau 2.0. I've got a video coming up about that. Hopefully that doesn't get reported and removed.
Oh, you never know.
I've had it happen like 4 times this week.
It's been a week.
I've literally worked all week for free almost.
Yeah.
Rob Hildebrandt, $10 super chat. Even if Pierre gets in, the East will vote him out next election. As a person from Southern Ontario, I can say too many of them believe the 6 o'clock news as if it were the gospel. That's very huge. And thank you for being an Ontario voter and saying that. Because people think that I'm attacking them across this country. And then I'm just pro Alberta all the time. Well, of course I'm pro Alberta. I live here. But I'm pro Alberta because of the things that it's going to open up for the rest of the country. Each province.
Steve's comment. You're being a little free with
Pretty
his
free
money.
with my money, Steve. I'll pay for the membership if it's a big deal. I'll do it. It's not like I'm
We'll
not
hit you
broke
back.
already. Let's go. Here's the problem, and I'm going to bring up the screen grab I had on today's video because it's very telling as to what's going on. Nilok, God, I miss Nilok. I don't see him in the chat as often.
Right?
$5 super chat. It was a great interview, but it was too late. We're on the verge of a liberal majority, and then the libs can change rules to stay in. Alberta needs out even more.
Yes.
I
mean,
agree.
It doesn't matter if you vote conservative or liberal right now. I mean, they're just going to cross
But guys,
the floor
15
anyway.
likes away. Are we 15 likes away? Get those likes in. You guys got a couple of minutes. Get the likes in. Let's bring in what I had on the screen grab today, shall we? Can I make that bigger? I can make that bigger. I asked Grok, how many Albertans voted conservative in the last Canadian federal election? This was where my concern fell. Because you've got down here, for context, in the prior election, 2021, so this was Aaron O'Toole, Conservatives in Alberta won about 1.7 million votes, 55.4% share, 30 of 34 seats. That was during the pandemic because nobody wanted Aaron O'Toole.
Yeah.
The question asks for the last month, most recent election, which is 2025. 1.4 million Albertans voted for Conservatives in the most recent federal election. So 400,000 people. Steve, thank you for being liberal
Thank you so much.
with your money. I appreciate it. The Carnage Carney gifting 10 unacceptable Fringe memberships to the Patriots Club. Thank you guys for getting those likes in. 300 more, not even 300 more, and we're doing t-shirt giveaways.
Right?
Get them in. Let's get that goal done tonight. I'd be happy to see that. So during a time when Pierre was on fire in this country, We gained 400,000 voters that probably normally didn't vote, that didn't go out and cast their ballot, or people who were just fed up, maybe switched their decision because things were so bad, people were losing their jobs. Pierre had real momentum. In fact, we live streamed his rally from Edmonton again. I'm still behind Pierre, but I was full invested. Team Pierre. I wanted Team Pierre over Alberta. You guys who have been here for a long time on the channel know that. But what you've got here is a potential. Now, out of the total votes cast in Alberta, by the way, 2.2 million, 1.4 of them voted for the Conservatives. That was the figure I was trying to show in today's video. If you upset or offend even half of this number, of the 1.4 million, keep in mind 70% of the UCP base believe in Alberta independence. That's United Conservative Party. So 70% of them back Alberta independence. And Pierre Poilievre goes on an interview and chuckles and laughs. And it's not the fact that he didn't acknowledge independence. It's not the fact that this isn't even about independence. It's the damage that it's doing. We already know from other videos we've shown, from other videos channels have talked about, these guys get training on how to talk. Pierre is a silver-tongued devil. He knows how to have quick quips. He knows how to come back and talk real sharp about things. What I was getting at today was there was a million better ways for him to answer Joe Rogan's question without damaging the reputation in Alberta of the Conservative Party.
Yep. Well, he tainted himself with how he treated the Alberta independents. Like, all of those people follow him. Maybe not all, but you know, the majority of them do. And
the problem with Pierre's answer, the problem with his answer is it has now led Albertans to say, here it is. Pierre should cry so Derek can have his way. This isn't about my way.
no.
This isn't about, these are the people who comment 30 seconds into a 20-minute video when they don't understand what I'm talking about. I don't care. I don't care. Again, God bless
Go
the
ahead
troll.
and call your dads, tell them about your alternative lifestyle as a gay communist, and then who knows, maybe eat a lollipop. I don't know what flamers do with their time, but I'd imagine it's something along those lines.
So the problem here is what you're doing now is you're moving more Albertans to say, I'm not going to vote at all. And you're pushing more Albertans to say, I feel alienated. This is the guy who was for the party that I always vote for doesn't even want to acknowledge us. He doesn't even want to talk about us. He doesn't want to talk about the plights that we're going through or any of the suffering we're enduring. All he says is, yeah, some people there are frustrated and rightfully so, he said. And that was it. Then he moved off of it. That we're resilient. Then he cut jokes that, oh, they're tough. They live in the winter. They yada, yada, yada. But they got off the subject really fast.
Yeah.
It's not a priority to Pierre. And fixing that relationship, fixing that broken, mended relationship, which, let's face it, folks, if you're pro-independence, that's great for us. But it's bad if your backup is Pierre and the Conservatives. Because what you're going to start to see, we used to only be able to get one liberal out of Alberta in the past in our federal elections. Last election, it was two liberals. And it's not that conservative voters are going to go and vote liberal.
No.
But what you're going to see is a bunch of people who stay home and say, I'm just not going to vote because Pierre Poilievre pissed me off. And you might have some ridings that are razor thin. Some liberals might win their seats or NDPs.
Yeah.
It's not good for the Conservative Party. Think about it for a second. If Yves Blanchette was brought onto a podcast and talked about Quebec, they're on the verge of voting in a separatist party in the province. So, and they're probably going to get their referendum and be successful this time around. But let's put it in that court. If Yves Blanchette, who gets the support in Quebec, goes on a podcast and says, yeah, it's never going to happen. They're never going to leave. Whatever. Who cares? How do you think that would benefit him moving forward? How do you think the people who support him that maybe sit on the fence of separation in Quebec would support him? It's bad optics. This is where I said with Jenny Byrne during the federal election, you got to understand that you're damned if you do, you're damned if you don't. And Pierre did exactly in that interview what I said he should be doing. He's focusing on his Eastern votes in order to gain his power. But the problem was the delivery on what he said about the West. He has to have balance. He can ignore us, but just balance properly.
But we're tired of being ignored from our government, period.
He can't win if he doesn't.
No.
This is why Alberta independence is necessary. Thus the title of this stream. There's only one road ahead. Because it's not about money. It's not about anything more than being treated fair. If you are sick and tired of just getting by, if you're sick and tired of paying your taxes, doing everything you were always told and getting nowhere in life, Alberta independence is literally the only option.
Yeah.
And it's not a matter of, oh, I'm just, wanting my way. And I just don't like Canada anymore. I love Canada. I was born in Canada. Canada is my country.
Until 10 years ago, I was pretty proud of being Canadian.
I was telling Master Snatch last night that when I went to the United States, people say, where are you from? I'm from Alberta.
Yeah.
Because there's nothing for me to be.
You have to explain. Where's that?
Where's that? Well, it's in Canada. For now. For now. But the problem lies in, folks, that my patriotism for a country has dwindled drastically. Yes. It was at an all-time high last year during the federal election because I actually had faith in the Canadian people. We were going to see some form of change.
But the people haven't changed. They're still amazing people. The government just screwed it up real bad.
Nilla coming in $10. You do a lot of lives now. Can't watch them all. But I've been I've been working in the background, going into campaign mode. Once the signatures are handed in, we're going to need to push hard for the votes.
Yes,
I agree. Nilak, it's always good to have you here.
I love having you in here.
Real Steve Jensen, $2 super chat. At least has defended the oil sands, but I agree. Yeah, he defended the oil sands.
Yes. I mean, he didn't have anything bad to say about Alberta itself or Saskatchewan.
No, like I said, I think Pierre did a good job on the interview.
Yeah.
The problem is look, you guys take today's video, for example. People jump down my throat for the words that I use. So there is case in point. Should Alberta not do the same with Pierre? Like, that's exactly what happened.
Yeah.
You've got people in this province who are lining up to sign a petition right now because they feel abandoned. They feel like they're not listened to.
We love and support Danielle Smith. We still call her out for her things too. Like,
it's the biggest problem here is feeling like nobody cares and nobody's listening.
That's the whole point of the independence.
It's Pierre even said in the interview that he got into politics as a teenager because of the treatment, the unfair treatment of Alberta, and he wanted to make a voice and a change. But nothing's changed.
Yeah, what I came off from him coming out of that was that he's just another politician.
All this is giving me a fever for independence.
Guess what? I got a fever. And the only prescription is more cowbell.
Well, there we go. What happened there?
I don't know. I pushed a button. I just want to make sure I didn't screw
You
things
should send
up.
PP a copy or a link to this show.
Yeah.
Listen, I stopped asking Pierre to come on this show.
No, he doesn't like your name.
He doesn't like the name of the channel. He likes us. I've talked to him multiple times. I talked to his people. I still talk to his people. So for anybody who says you hate Pierre and you're so mean,
no, absolutely not.
I still talk to his people. But the problem is how beneficial would it be to have Pierre on this channel? Who would be happy to see Pierre on this channel? People in this province are mad. They feel invisible.
Yeah.
They feel invisible. And you don't make them feel represented by ignoring them further. That's it. If that upsets and offends you because we call that out, I don't know what to tell you. We're never going to get anywhere in politics if these things can't be talked about on any channel, not just this one. We have to have the uncomfortable conversations. We have to call it like we see it. I started this channel not because of Alberta independence, but because I wanted better things for you, for me, for everybody. I'm a very simple person when it comes to my structure on life. I want to be able to make a living. I want to be able to pay my bills, and I want the government to leave me alone when I'm done with my obligations to the government. That's it. That's all I've ever pushed for and wanted. The problem is that our federal system has shown us that no matter how hard we push, it's never going to happen. We're just an endless battery farm of money for their spending habits, for their contracts, for their stock options. So for people to think that I just want to spit on my country and say, to hell with all of you, that's not it.
But you shouldn't have to keep repeating yourself on that end either.
What people don't realize about Alberta independence is nobody who's signing up for independence hates Canada.
No.
They hate the government.
Yeah.
They hate the cards they've been dealt. But we don't hate the people. I don't hate any of the viewers who come to this channel from anywhere. I don't hate the Conservative Party. I'm as conservative as it gets. I've been a conservative voter almost my entire voting life. I'll admit I voted for John Chrétien at 18 because I didn't know anything about politics. But nonetheless, folks, Alberta independence is like DEFCON 5. This is the last option.
Yeah.
That if we want to preserve our culture, if we want jobs, if we want the ability to pay our bills and have a little bit left over, if we don't want to just work to be broke or just get by, that's the only option, because people like the Conservatives haven't stood in our corner and defended us. What you have to remember is that until the election comes up, Pierre is still a Battle River Crowfoot chair. And he's not representing Alberta by sneering and saying it's not going to happen.
No.
Again, I understand his position as the leader of the opposition. But you don't have any other MPs talking to their constituents and saying, listen, I'm sorry you feel like you're not being heard. I'm sorry that you feel invisible. I'm sorry that you feel like your country has forgotten about you and abused you. We're sorry that you feel like an empty, endless wallet for radical spending. That's all we're looking for, is some acknowledgement. And if that makes me, Jeff Rath, Keith Wilson, Rise of Alberta, PJ the Belt, John Bolton criminals for coming out and saying, yeah, we're mad and we don't want to take it anymore,
Well, then you're no better than the left.
then we're no better than the Albozos. Are we? If you can't acknowledge there's a problem within all parties, that if we don't fix those problems, we're never going to get ahead. You're never going to get ahead outside of Alberta. Because if Alberta goes, you're going to be the next people mistreated. I think that every province right now should be seeking its independence. Every province should break away from Confederation. Confederation is broken. The only reason I think that should happen is so that we can have interprovincial trade.
But I believe once this happens, once Alberta does go, that the other provinces are going to follow suit.
I think so as well. Reg, just think that in independent Alberta, we would never have another federal election.
Yes. Wouldn't that be wonderful?
Well, it's not technically we wouldn't, because if you're born in Canada and hold a Canadian passport,
Oh, true. That
you'd still be
can.
allowed to vote in federal elections.
That'd be fun.
Lady of Lakes with $14 super chat. I like Pierre, but you can't say less government, more people rights, but then say Alberta's not leaving. That does not show
It does
people's
not.
rights. I agree. Thank you for the super chat. I really hate what they call audience capture, because this channel was founded on getting rid of Justin Trudeau, voting for Pierre, and making Canada a better place. And my viewers don't want to hear the truth about Pierre because the channel was built on Let's Go Pierre. And it's really unfortunate because I have no vendetta against Pierre. What I have is the ability with this platform to point out that, much like when you go to work, when you work hard for a living, and when you pay all of your income tax, when you pay your GST on everything you buy, when you buy your gas for your car, pay your cell phone, your utilities, your groceries, when you're broke and you're just getting by, thinking at some point in time, this is going to change or this has to come to an end. The problem that we're seeing in reality, folks, is there is no end in sight. And that's not to be a downer. But when people don't understand why Albertans are pushing so hard, that's why, because that is their end of the tunnel. That's how it all changes. Because the federal government won't. And that's why we've said before, we're not quitting Canada. Canada quit us. They quit you too. They quit everybody. The government, whether they're conservative, liberal, NDP, PPC, whatever they want, they should be in full-blown panic when the country is talking about crumbling and dividing.
Yeah.
They should be asking themselves, how do we fix this, instead of ignoring.
And what got us into this place and trying to fix it. Instead of just pretending that it's just going to go away on its own. It's not.
Steve Jensen, you should have a call-in show. That would be fun. If I can make that work, people have said that
very
before.
cool.
If I can make that work, I'll totally get it going. Raptor Guy, $5 super chat. Pierre didn't even acknowledge the people on the verge of disowning the flag. But again, they wanted to get off that topic.
Yeah.
Thank you for the super chat, by the way. It's, you know, as much as I get angry with Danielle Smith, I've also said this week when it came to the maid thing, she's still protecting Albertans.
She is, yeah.
She's listening to us. Do I believe she's muddying the waters of independence? Yes, absolutely. Absolutely. Am I happy with that? No. You know, I will have to admit, I talked with one of our viewers today who said, you know, Derek, I'm really disappointed. You said you're never going to vote federally again. I said, you know what? I've actually changed my mind on that since then because it was kind of a rash decision.
Yeah.
I think it was made out of anger.
Spur of the moment.
I will vote federally still. I will vote federally because I still believe in an option that works for this country.
Yeah.
It's just not going to work to the extent that independence does. Does that make sense to you guys? That the problem is we have two options on the table for a solution, and one just happens to be better than the other in terms of value and semantics. So I don't know what the future of this channel is going to look like when it comes to the content, because much like talking about those who chop off their bits and take medications, Pierre seems to be a sacred cow. It seems to be that one subject we can't talk about because everybody wants to put their head in the sand like an ostrich and pretend it isn't there. What I will tell you is that if you're expecting me to be like some YouTubers who cheer for Pierre and jump up and down, that's part of the reason I didn't go to the plebs party. Because I don't believe in that. I don't believe in cheerleading politicians. I don't believe in putting them on a pedestal. And if that's what you're looking for from me, I'm sorry. But I would be doing all of you a very massive disservice if I were to do that for anybody.
Yeah.
Anybody. I'll cheerlead Mrs. Fringe.
Yay!
I'll do that. But what I want to give you, what I want to give you on this channel isn't whining. It isn't, I'm not getting my way. What I'm trying to give you on this channel is a peek through a window of reality that sometimes news outlets or those who cheerlead for politicians don't want to talk about, because it'll affect their numbers, because it'll affect their subscribers. It will affect their super chats. It will affect their reputation, their ability to be invited to these events. I'm not in this for popularity. It's nice. It's a nice benefit.
Are you popular?
Well, when you go places and people want to shake your hand and meet you, it's great. Sucks when you go places and people give you the finger and tell you you're a piece of shit. But it's
again.
I'm very grateful for what we've been given on this platform. But I don't know. I would think you guys would want me to be genuine.
I think that's why they come here.
Because that's what platforms are missing these days.
Yeah.
If you guys
one team and not calling them out when they're doing something wrong.
If you guys want me to pad Pierre and jump up and down and say, look at Pierre, isn't he great? He's doing some good things. But if you want me to just do the usual lines and be like everybody else,
yeah.
Would you really be happy with that? I wouldn't. It feels a little empty. That goes against my values. Oh God, I hate using that word because of Mark Carney. Trish with the $7 super chat. The reality is we are not represented, and that will not change while we're still in Canada.
Yes, agreed.
That's very much so. Yes. Steve Jensen, 5 memberships to the Patriots Club. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. I appreciate it. It's hard because As soon as I talk about Pierre, I see an instant dip in subscribers. I see people downvoting a video. Just to give you an idea of what I'm talking about, the videos on this channel usually have, like, it shows you in this in my analytics, it shows me the average of people of likes versus dislikes.
Yes.
The majority of my videos sit at 99.5% likes. Today's video in 27 minutes was down to 66%.
Oh,
the
that's
lowest
so bad.
in the channel's history. Wow. I have never seen it go below, what is it, 96? 96. If you guys were here when I first started my channel, I did an April Fool's joke where I said Justin Trudeau was resigning, and then instantly came out and said April Fool's. And today's video got a worse dislike than that video.
You got so much hate over that one.
That was a tough day. But I was trying to be funny.
I didn't even say you were kind of dumb.
It's, yeah, Mrs. Fringe even said, I told you.
Why would you do that?
I told you so. But it's tough when you want to talk about these subjects, but when people get that angry about it, it's like, well, if they don't want to hear the truth, why am I giving it to them?
Yeah.
What do we talk about? I mean, you've got people who say, don't talk about Mark Carney because all we care about is Alberta independence. And then you talk about Alberta independence and people say, oh, don't talk about Alberta all the time. Why can't you talk about federal? You always used to talk about federal stuff. I can't watch you anymore.
Yeah.
That's called audience capture. And it really sucks because as a creator, it makes it very difficult to decide what to talk about for you guys.
Like, what do you want?
Because I want to talk about things that you're interested in, but at the same time, we want to talk about things that matter. So I don't know what things are going to look like in the future. It really makes it difficult moving forward, but I'm going to do my best. I'll do my best to bring you what I think you're going to like. Nilok, member for a year. Look at that. I brought this up on Elevate's show this morning. Pierre Poilievre can't change things Alberta's upset about. He can't change the Constitution. Leaving is the only fix. Yes. I agree. That's one of the things I brought up on Twitter when somebody said, hey, Pierre said at his rallies, he's going to fix the equalization. The only way for him to do that is to open the Constitution. Even with a super majority government, which, by the way, let me ask this question. After his comments on Joe Rogan, do you think Alberta's going to help him get a super majority?
Nope.
That's what my concern was. It's not that we're not getting independence. It's not that Pierre doesn't lick our buttholes. It's that you've really dropped a bomb on your largest supporters. A percentage of them.
Probably much rather not vote at all.
A percentage of them. Carson, $5 super chat. Membership giveaways at 900 thumbs up. Have we not hit 900 yet?
What are our like numbers at now?
Get those in. Get the thumbs ins, guys. We don't need permission. We the people can decide for ourselves. I agree. Let me get caught up in the chat because I went on my little rant there. 838. Look, guys, 60 likes. 60
there.
67. 67. 67 likes. Get them in, guys. Get them in. It's people think that I don't want to have conflicting comments or people who don't like what they have to say. Guys, I can take it. I don't mind. I've heard, in fact, I had to talk to my mods because some of the mods were kicking people out just for having a different opinion about Alberta independence. No, we want those opinions in here.
Yeah, of course we do.
If they're attacking the community or attacking us, yes, get rid of them. If they're being inappropriate, get rid of them. But if you have a conflicting opinion, I want you in here talking. Yes. I want you watching the videos. That's the whole purpose of this discourse. If you guys haven't noticed, when you walk around in public, we actually can't have these conversations anymore.
No.
You either have to believe one side of the story or you can't talk to those people.
And you don't even know who you can talk to about these things either.
People lose their minds. Oh, you're independence? Oh, don't talk to your scum. And then it's, oh, you're not independence? Oh, get out of here. I don't want to talk to you. Whatever happened to just agreeing to disagree? And there were some people in the comments on today's video that said that. I have to disagree with your take here.
Yeah.
That's fine. But did you watch the entire video? Again, these were comments that came in 30 seconds after a 20-minute video dropped that didn't get to the point that I was trying to make. If you want to talk to me, get the context of what we're talking about. I think it's a simple ask. Trish, $10 super chat. Scott, I feel a connection with Albertans. President Trump not taxing overtime is the first time as a taxpayer that I feel government looked at me as anything more than a piggy bank. Free Alberta.
Yep.
It's things like that that could go a helpful way. So again, this is where it would have been great for Pierre on Joe Rogan. Let me give you a scenario. What if when Pierre was asked about Alberta leaving, he said, Albertans are really upset about the transfer payments. And then he explained to Joe Rogan how transfer payments work and then said, I would love to do something about the transfer payments, but unfortunately, when you look at our system, you can't do that. 7 to 10 provinces have to agree to get rid of them. Now, that's not advocating for Alberta independence, but what he's saying is I understand the frustration of Albertans. How do you think that would have gone with his Alberta voters? Just to hear that, just to hear that he acknowledges that we're frustrated because of those issues and how it works. He's educating the masses. This is a podcast that's over 1.5 million views.
Going on that podcast?
Well, that's what I would have thought. And that's, again, my dissatisfaction that this is an Alberta leader of the opposition who doesn't want to acknowledge Alberta. And yes, that upsets me because I'm a guy who voted for him.
Yeah.
I voted for this.
I was very upset.
I would like some representation, please. Is that too much to ask?
Yes.
But if he would have actually educated what transfer payments are and why nothing can be done about it in the federal government,
we're going to more discussion as to why Alberta is so pissed off.
It would have been nice to feel that
something, but
hey, they're paying attention. They're paying attention. Steve Jensen, you're doing the right stuff. That's why we love you. Truth and good debate. Conversation is almost a unicorn these days.
Yes,
I'll try to keep it that way. I'll tell you, it makes it really hard. That's what she said. Carnage Carney, $5 super chat. Mods are here for the channel, not because you were upset with a person. Yeah, there you go. Appreciate it. Thank you for the super chat, Steve. Rob with a $5 super chat. We never had such a violent divide until Justin Trudeau. I agree with that.
Politics was never really a big discussion until Justin Trudeau. People weren't paying attention as much as they were when he came in office.
I'll agree with that. In fact, when I was growing up, I was told you don't talk about politics.
No,
it's
was
rude.
One of the things, yeah.
It's rude. You don't do it. It's part of everyday conversation. We can't go anywhere now without people talking politics. In fact, Tiffany was laughing.
Because I'm with you.
Tiffany was laughing when we were on holidays. And I told you guys, there was a guy from Northern California that he asked, as soon as he heard we were from Alberta, it got into politics. And once he found out I was on YouTube, what would we talk for 45 minutes almost?
It was crazy. And his daughter was trying to get him out because they wanted to go back upstairs, not sit in a hot tub for 6 hours. But
yep. And Tiffany was sitting there. Yeah, they'll talk forever. My husband's a blabbermouth. He's but I think the point of today's video was that Pierre created a divide in Alberta because he took a lot of his voters and just made them feel even more alienated.
A lot of comments were saying, well, there was already a divide before. Yes, in Canada.
In Canada, but not in Alberta like this.
Not in Alberta, not like that.
Do you guys remember during the by-election in Battle River Crowfoot how many people were mad and said Pierre parachuted in?
Yeah.
Think about the toxicity that came out during that time. How much do you think that's amplified now that he made his comments?
Not even 6 months later, he says, yeah, I'm not going to run again. I'm going to go back to Ontario.
I actually think that's a smart move for him. But
I feel like he's just...
But that's just me talking politics and what's strategic for them. Tony Shaw, member for 8 months. Canada's done for Carney and libtards. The only fix is Alberta independence.
Yes, agree.
Absolutely agree. Bryce, $20 super chat. Thank you so much. I'm Albertan independence canvasser. Thank you for your service on that. My concern is Carney gets a majority government and then shuts down all independence. They can't.
They can't.
Let's talk about that for a second. Let's get off Pierre and talk about that for a second.
I do hear that a lot. There are a lot of questions out there about how this works.
Yeah. Reg says we talked when Trudeau Sr. gave us the finger.
Exactly. Yep.
Yep. Thank you for the $2 super chat.
Yep.
Let's talk about ending independence because a lot of people are worried. And this is part of the reason we're bringing Keith Wilson on the show on Monday to answer your questions, to put your concerns to rest. In fact, the canvasser who called today, who watched the show, thank you, by the way, for watching the show, had mentioned, somebody was worried they're going to lose everything.
Yeah.
Because of independence, because if independence gets, kind of shut down like the Emergencies Act did with people's bank accounts or things like that, they don't want to sign. There's a number of concerns out there for people that are ill-informed or are overwhelmed by those who maybe still watch cable news. We'll say cable news because YouTube censors, but they can't shut down independence at this point. Let's give you a worst case scenario here. Independence can't be shut down. And what I mean by that is it's not a piece of paper. It's not a thing you can take away from people. If you could shut down independence, what would have happened when the British came for the Americans? Paul Revere would never run around saying the British are coming. You'd never have the signing of the Declaration of Independence. If they could just easily strike it down and say it can't happen, you wouldn't have the conflicts that result in uprisings of people who say, we're not going to be treated like this anymore.
Yeah.
You have to get to a point where people have to understand the status quo has changed, and what are they prepared to do in order to secure their rights and freedoms? Now, I'm not suggesting that people in Canada or Alberta have an uprising, but what I'm suggesting is that
kind of their uprising.
you can't take that feeling away from somebody. You can't take that belief away from somebody. The genie is out of the bottle. And what the last year has shown in this province is that there's no stopping this train, that it is not a small fringe minority. Even if the referendum for independence fails, we'll just do another one. We will find a way to have another one. This isn't just something that's going to go away. It's not like the Freedom Convoy where you can shut it down, remove all the trucks, and then say, let's never talk about it again. You're not going to stop 1 million angry Albertans. And if you think me talking about Pierre making some comments is a problem for his party, what kind of problems do you think are going to arise for parties in power in Alberta? Provincial parties that want to ignore the voices of a very large portion of people in the province.
Yeah.
People who control whether or not they have a job. You can't just make it go away at this point. You can't silence the human condition. If we're told no, Albertans have always said, watch us. And that's one thing I love about Alberta, and it's the one thing they said on Joe Rogan. Very patriotic.
The best people.
Very patriotic people.
Yep.
And we are patriotic.
Yeah.
And I think we're about to show the federal government, I believe we're about to show the provincial government, and we're about to show the world just how patriotic we are. Some canvassers have emailed me saying that they've been disappointed with their numbers. They're not seeing people as much, or do we even keep going? We've heard they're going to shut it down.
Yeah, always.
Stop.
Offer to go out and see the people who are too scared to go out and come and sign. There are still people that have not signed.
This is a group movement.
Yes.
And you cannot extinguish the will of the people. I understand that I'm just some guy sitting on a camera on YouTube. But at one point in time, I stood, and people can quote me from the federal election. Voting was the most important thing anybody could do. I'm always told that I'm naive, that I believe too much in a broken system. But I believe that at some point in time, whether it's Alberta, whether it's Canada, whether it's municipal elections, the laws that were written have to be upheld, and change in one form or another must come.
Gotta get a break somewhere. It can't keep going like this.
We have to do things right, but we also have to make sure that we're not silenced. We have to make sure that we're not quiet about it. And procedurally, if something are to happen with the provincial government or the federal government, where laws change, they shut it down, and they say, you're not allowed. Just like people have been saying in the comments tonight, you have to stand up and say, we're not asking for your permission.
Yeah. It's going to happen.
You can't accept no. When you look at your children, when you look at your family members, when you look at your future, you have to take a good, long, hard look in the mirror and say, change ain't going to come unless I make it happen. If you ever wanted the big job at the office, nobody got it by asking for it. They took it. If you wait for something to come your way, it's never going to come your way. And this is why I've said, if you haven't signed the petition yet, get out and sign it. Even if you think the numbers are there. If you think, I don't have to, they already got their numbers. Yeah, we definitely have the numbers to get our vote in October. And the reason you know that is because State Free Alberta wouldn't be submitting their signatures if they didn't have 177,000 signatures. But it's not about 177,000 signatures. This is about your future, your voice, your independence, and your freedom. You owe yourself, your neighbors, your family, your children, other people's children, the next generations, the ability to be free, the ability to decide for themselves, the ability to vote for what works, the ability to build from the ground up a new system that benefits the people and not the ones running the system for the people. Mark Carney has shown us over the last year, he can take, 17 different trips?
Yeah.
17 trips. That's more than a trip a month. And not be in office and not do his job. He can line his pockets. He can run around, like I've said before, like NASCAR, with all of his sponsors on his suit, showing where he's getting his money from. They can keep stealing money from us, giving money to other countries to launder. They can take everything away from us. But at some point, ladies and gentlemen, the sunlight's got to break through the darkness.
People need a break.
If Alberta is going to be labeled as treasonous for saying we're going to be that light that comes through the clouds, we're going to be the traitors who say enough. If you're going to tell me you're going to stop watching this channel because my heart bleeds the blue flag of this province, I don't know what else to tell you. I believe in freedom. I believe in my rights. I believed in them several years ago when I championed Pierre Poilievre to be prime minister of this country. But I believe in them even more when I look at the value of freedom and see the potential Alberta has to be. We stand at the precipice of one of the greatest moments in our history as a province to stand up and actually have our voices heard. And you are committing the worst act possible if you have the ability to sign, if you're fed up with the government and choose not to go out and put your name on a piece of paper. We need to care about the future. We need to reclaim what is rightfully ours, and not because we're greedy, not because we don't like Pierre, but because at the end of the day, folks, when Pierre goes home and has dinner, he's not thinking about you. He's not thinking about how people are lined up at food banks. That's at work.
Yeah.
He thinks about that at work. When he goes home at the end of the day, when he can plan a vacation for his family, when he can go out and buy whatever he wants to put in his fridge. Every time he opens his fridge, do you think he's concerned that there's nothing in there?
No.
Any MP, not just Pierre.
No, they
Mark
don't have
Carney.
to worry about that. The gas prices going up if they can't drive to work.
Who else can we point out here? Stephen Guilbeault, any of those guys. You think when they open their refrigerators, they're worried about what's inside? Do you think they worry about how many lights are on in their house? Do you think they worry about how they're going to fill their car with gas? I pointed this out with Doug Ford. Somebody mentioned the gas price. He says, oh, I hear you, buddy. I feel for you. I filled up earlier today. You filled up earlier today on a government gas card.
Yeah.
You don't pay for that.
He probably doesn't even look at the prices.
He doesn't pay for his fuel. He doesn't. You know, one thing I'll actually give Pierre, he flies coach.
Yeah.
While, the pleb flies first class. I'm sorry. I just find it so hypocritical. You've got politicians trying to act like they understand what you're going through. They don't know the half of what you're dealing with.
They don't know what struggle is.
If you've ever worked for a company and feel like you're nothing more than a number, that you break your back, you get no appreciation, when it's time to broom the employees out, you're the first to go, you're underappreciated, that's how the government sees you. You're just a dollar sign. Every April, they go like this because they're waiting for your tax dollars. Because it's another year for them to just squander away every dime you have earned that you no longer get to keep.
Yeah.
And they all line up at the trough to snort it up and then tell you how they can fix your problems while they do nothing. So somebody wants to say, why are you committing treason? Why are you a dirty Albertan that believes in only independence? I don't. I believe in the benefits of independence. I believe it's better than anything the federal government can give me. And I want a better future for my children and their children and their children's children. I don't want my kids contributing to a government that wants to suck everything out of their pockets. I don't want my kids to know what it's like to work 2 weeks, get a paycheck, and be almost broke by the time they're done just paying their basic bills before they even get groceries, before they pay their insurance, before they put gas in their car, before they have to go and get prescription medication. The system isn't supposed to be this way across the country, not just for Alberta.
No.
People always talk about universal healthcare. Oh, you have the best healthcare system in the world.
Really?
Do you understand how much we're taxed for that system?
And we don't actually
We're
get anything.
we're taxed for that system, and we wait 12 hours to see a doctor, sometimes more.
Yeah.
In an emergency room. Yeah, great system we have there. That's worth what we're paying for it.
Let alone finding a family doctor.
This is where I say the problem is that people just aren't educated with what they're dealing with. They have to understand our lives aren't getting any better anytime soon unless we say something. Alberta's not trying to give the finger to Canada.
No.
Alberta's trying to say, hey, we're saying something and the rest of you should too. This country is broken. 10 years was all it took for a corrupt party to absolutely decimate the True North strong and free.
Oh, just wait. They're not even done yet.
Well, they're just getting started. They're just warming up.
That's the scary part.
Everyone should be standing up and saying something.
Yeah.
The people who are mad that I talked about Pierre today should be calling Pierre's office saying, hey, when are you going to ask Alberta to stay? The viewers who yelled at me and said, I don't want Canada to break up. I love Canada. I want Alberta to stay in Canada. Call your MPs and ask them why they're not.
Tell us why.
Why are they not saying, listen, these guys are getting ignored.
Give us a reason to stay.
I would love it if some of the people, again, 34 seats in the House of Commons that are getting from Alberta, I would love it if those MPs stood up and said, we don't want to lose our jobs. We love our constituents.
Mm-hmm.
Can we please fix this broken monstrosity of a country?
Nobody's fighting for it.
I haven't heard a single soul say a damn thing.
Nope.
So you'll forgive me for not being sympathetic towards the government people that sit on podcasts and sneer at my future and say, it's never going to happen. They can just shut up and keep paying. That's how I feel as a tax-paying Albertan. As somebody who voted for the man who sat in that chair, I am not represented by the people I gave my vote to.
No.
I'm not considered by the people I gave my vote to. I'm just as angry as the other people who felt ignored by that comment. And I would say it to Pierre if he called me on the phone tomorrow.
Yeah.
How dare you talk that way about us when we gave you our votes? When I pushed your frickin' message for 2 years on this channel to say you need to be a prime minister, you sneer at my misfortunes and the misfortune of my neighbors, my closest friends, their families, that you just took a piss on them and said, yeah, it's not going to happen. They're just going to have to put up with the way it is. Now, that's not verbatim what he said,
No,
but he might as well have.
Yeah.
He might as well have. I have every right to be angry at that because I gave him my vote and I'm not represented. So if you as the viewer think it's terrible that I call those things out, that I'm just trying to muddy the waters, that I no longer care about Canada, call your MPs and say, when are you going to pay one lick of attention to Alberta? You know, the province that gives you all your bloody votes. Talk about ignoring and spitting in the face of those who gave you the keys to the kingdom. I am mad. It pisses me off. Simmer down now. I love that. CPC has never stopped supporting Alberta. Why are separatists making PP the enemy? I think I just explained it. Seems like the Liberals are the real benefactors of splitting support. Where's my representation?
Yeah.
I'm not making him the enemy. I'm just asking for what I voted for. Where's my representation? Let me get caught up in some super chats because they've come in heavily and I feel bad that I
went off. No, you're good.
Trish, $7 super chat. The reality is we're not represented in Canada will not change while we're still in Canada.
Yeah.
I think I got that one. Steve Jensen giving 5 unacceptable Fringe memberships to the Patriots Club. We got that one as well.
Yes.
Sorry, let's get caught up. Do we get the number on people's signatures on April 8th? I have heard a rumor, and this is a rumor, so please take it with a grain of salt, because I've reached out to some people. I haven't heard back. They're busy. I've heard that they're submitting what we have and are going to continue taking signatures until the courts shut it down. So we may not get the numbers. I think it's a mistake not to give the numbers at that time. That's my personal opinion. But I understand why they're not giving those numbers at the time. They want people to sign.
And it's not to say we don't have the numbers that are required. But they want more.
I will try and get a better answer. I know Mitch was on some other podcasts where he had said something about, because I haven't asked. I don't want to bother them. There's no problems with State Free Alberta. I haven't bothered Mitch. It's very busy. I just don't want to be that extra piece on his plate. I will try to get some form of confirmation, because Mitch could have said something and maybe not interpreted it the way he thought he did. I don't want to speak on their behalf. I'll try and get you an answer on that. But you should be treating this, whether they're taking signatures after the submission date or not, treat it as though it's ramping up and this is it at the end of the month. Get your signatures in now.
Yep.
Trish.
You got
we got that one. We got this one. We got Bryce.
Kids are talking so nicely to each other.
Albertan. Here we go. I was gonna put this up, but hey, we'll leave it now that he's got in here. Guys, 21st on 21 Spring Road Rally signature hunt tomorrow. Deerfoot City, Red Deer Peters Drive-In, and Bonnie Doon Mall all head out at 10 a.m. to meet at the Whistle Stop by 5:30. Get every signature, cruise to Alberta Independence.
I love that.
I hope you guys have a great slow roll tomorrow for that. A great roll for Independence. So Bonnie Doon Mall in Edmonton.
I do hope the roads are good for you and that you guys are safe.
So these are the same meetup points as the first slow roll. Deerfoot City in Calgary, Red Deer, Peters Drive-In, and Bonnie Doon Mall in Edmonton all head out at 10 a.m. to meet at Whistle Stop for 5:30. Make sure you guys are a part of that.
Yeah.
Go out and support it. Al, thank you for the $20 super chat. And thank you for everything you guys are doing.
Yes.
You guys are really doing. I'm sorry we're not going to be there this weekend. And it's snowing here tonight. But at the same time, we haven't really stopped since we got home from.
I still have so much to clean.
We haven't even fixed all the laundry yet. It's been a crazy week. It's been a crazy week. And Chuck Norris died. I don't know if you know.
It's been emotional.
I'll try and make the next one.
It has, yeah.
Steve Jensen, $5 super chat. Looking forward to seeing everyone here at the Whistle Stop. 21 on 21 tomorrow. Big pig roast happening, I'm told. Yeah. Chris Scott's going to put together a pig roast. That guy knows how to cook.
Yes.
You want to go see him.
Oh, that sounds
take it from the fat guy. He knows what he's doing. Peter with a $14 super chat. We can do this. All good things never came easy. Vote for independence.
Yes.
Thank you. I think we hit our 900 likes, which gives me hope we might hit 1,000 by the end of the stream. Carson, 20 unacceptable Fringe memberships to the Patriots Club.
Thank you so much.
Thank you so much. Greg, $2 super chat. Fight for independence. Watch 1776 movie. I agree. Thank you for that super chat. Carnage Carney, $5 super chat. If we lose our chance for independence at least in 2 years, I won't be sitting here thinking I wish I had signed.
Exactly.
Thank
That is
you.
a good way to think about it.
Nilok, I'll dress like Braveheart yelling freedom while wearing an Alberta flag. This is the stand, the hill, and it's worth the pain moving forward.
Love it.
Love it. This is where they said on that podcast, Albertans are really patriotic, aren't they? The best patriots. Steve Jensen, $2 super chat. About 40% of Alberta's budget is healthcare.
Yeah.
Yeah. And what are we getting for it? Oh, we're taking care of the Jeets. We're taking care of guys like Gary.
Why you no bring the gun to me and then I give you $25 gift card to Tim Horton?
Do not redeem it! Do not redeem it! Do not redeem it! Why you redeem it?
Oh boy. Carnage Carney, $5 super chat. Grab every phone and computer, hit the like button. Let's get 1,000 likes. I couldn't agree more. We're already over time, but we're still going to do Q&A. I'm still going to fit it in. Thank you for the super chat. Hopefully we hit it by the end of Q&A. Scott Hayes, $14 super chat. There's a Stay Free Alberta event happening in Morinville on March 29th at the Morinville Culture Center. Keith Wilson and Mitch Sylvester are going to be speaking there. It's funny you bring that up. I was going to bring that up because Keith talked to me about that this afternoon. Let's bring it up.
What great pictures
for this event. I'm going to try to be there for this event.
Yes.
Morinville, Alberta Independence meeting featuring Mitch Sylvester, Keith Wilson, KC. King's Counsel, by the way. The most Albertan lawyer in the world. I can't wait to have him on here on Monday with you guys. Sunday, March 29th, Community Cultural Center at 9502 100th Ave in Morinville, Alberta. Petition signing is from 6 to 10 p.m. Speakers at 7. It's a free event. Everyone's welcome. I hope to see you guys there.
So
hopefully,
if you're in the area, go.
Hopefully I can make it to that one. I'm going to do everything I can to make it to that one.
I'll watch the kids for you. It's all good.
Make sure you get out and listen to Keith speak.
Yes.
Keith's been busy as of late.
Oh, yeah.
In fact, it's part of the reason he's coming on the show Monday. He told me, I've been working, because he still has a job.
Yeah.
He is the most
Doing lawyer things.
He's the most Albertan lawyer after all. So people who said, hey, Keith's been a little silent lately. You guy's a busy man. This is why I don't bug Mitch or Jeff too often. So let's get some Q&A going, shall we? Where are the likes at? Can somebody tell me where the likes are at?
Close.
I think for once we're close.
I think 950. I think we don't need much more.
They should come to Spruce Grove. Maybe
I agree.
Maybe I'll try and organize something with the Fringe in Spruce Grove. Maybe we do that. Keith isn't far from Spruce.
No.
966.
Oh,
I would love to hit 1,000.
You can do it.
If you haven't hit it yet, hit it, guys. Let's see if we can do it. Steve Jensen, $5 super chat. Apparently our question will be on a separate piece of paper, according to Keith Wilson, on top of the pile.
I did hear that.
I heard that as well. We're going to confirm that with Keith on Monday. I don't want to say indefinitely until I check a few sources and everything else. It's very imperative that I'm not spreading that information, guys, unless it's definitive.
Yes.
Okay. People are getting easily confused during this process. So let's be patient with me on that one. Okay. We're at 975, 975, 980.
Someone just types in 1,000.
Somebody, Wesley Snipes types in 1,000.
Not yet.
Come on, guys. Let's go. Get to 1,000. Let's do it.
Everyone's using their different accounts and grabbing their husband's phones. I love that.
Let's get Q&A going. Let's get Q&A going.
Yeah. Anybody have any questions?
Throw your questions in for myself, for Mrs. Fringe, and let's 1205. I love it. 1205. It moves when I'm trying to hit it. 1205. Thoughts on the CBC, Travis Dan Raj slamming them for the workplace cronyism, David Cochran on sick leave. It's a clown show. It's what is it? Barton said it's all made up anyways.
Yeah.
If Dan Raj had such a problem with it, why wasn't he saying anything while he was working there? Or was he in the crying room?
Yeah.
Yes, that's legitimate, folks. The CBC actually has a crying room for people to go and reflect. Just defund them already. Can we please? We're at 992.
Start. What, 5,000?
Nilok says, if you go, I'll go. How's that for motivation?
Oh, I love that.
Always love catching up with Nilok. Always love. Where is this is where people are going to get mad at me. Where is Morinville? Put Morinville to Spruce Grove.
I can't do it sideways. I'm used to doing it head on. It's only 37 minutes away. You're good.
I'll be there.
Yeah,
I'll be there. That's like up by Sherwood Park.
Yeah.
I'll be there. Forgive me, I don't know all the areas, folks. We just moved up here a year ago.
Yeah.
Cut me some slack.
I still don't even know a street.
So there you go. I'll go. I'll be there.
Done.
I'll be in Morinville. Let's do it. I'll be there. Nilok's going to be there. Come say hi. Come be there. If you haven't signed yet, I want to stand there with you while you're signing the petition.
Yes.
Come out there. Maybe I'll bring some copies of our new book, How Alberta Got Its Independence, and give those away to people. We'll figure out something. We'll figure out something. Miss Titan, $20 super chat. Thank you so much. I enjoy your channel, though, the way it is. Love to you and Mrs. Fringe, Alberta Patriots from Cary and Nashville. I love
that.
I love our American viewers. You guys are wonderful. I want to go to America, but they told me when I was at the border.
Do not come. Do not come.
I'm going to come.
We hit 1,000. So we're doing 2 shirt giveaways tonight. I think that's awesome. Alpha Mike Foxtrot coming in. Mark Clowney is about to get his majority. If he does, what becomes of Alberta's bid for independence or separation?
I can't do anything about it.
So according to, when you look at the Clarity Act, and again, we'll have Keith Wilson verify all information, but my understanding, based on the laws in Alberta, these are Alberta jurisdiction laws, Mark Carney can't shut it down. He can't stop it. This is part of the reason why Stay Free Alberta is submitting their signatures at the end of the month or at the beginning of April. Is because if it's done before the injunction hearing of First Nations that want to sit and bitch and moan, which 10 people complaining about Danielle Smith, I don't see how they're going to get an injunction. The question is pretty clear, and it doesn't really infringe on people's rights.
No.
But you never know if you get an activist judge in the way. This is where I'm saying folks need to stop worrying so much. We're getting our question on a ballot in October. It's happening. It's happening. I'm very confident in saying that. If for some reason something gets shut down, it's what I was trying to say earlier, folks. You're not putting this genie back in the bottle. Independence isn't going away. So please keep your head above water. Focus on signatures. If you haven't signed, go and sign.
Yes.
That's all you can do right now. Make sure to get out and get it. Everybody get out and get it. Lady Deathraiser, 1,000. Congratulations. Thank you so much.
It's been
Thank
a
you so
long
much.
time since
It's been a long time since we hit 1,000. People don't like the Fringe. They don't like me very much. People don't like me anymore.
They just like me.
It's
me.
Oh, there's Gerald. Carol and I will be there in Morinville. There we go.
Awesome.
More people hanging out in Morinville. That's a far drive. They must be fans of Keith. What do we got here? Do we have any more questions? Fringe, unacceptable Fringe. Smith said no funds to Alberta RCMP, but didn't say anything about a federal RCMP gun grabbing. She told me that, as far as I know, she's not participating in the gun grab. I'm not sure what to make of that. Grandma Bear saying, I got to ask Keith what would happen if people only mark the independence question and leave the rest blank. I think that's a good question.
Yeah. Would that still be legal?
I say that, again, Keith can answer it as best as he wants to. I think the safe bet, folks, is just answer all of them. Just do your due diligence and answer them correctly. Don't skew the ballot. Don't put 2 X's over independence. Don't just treat it like a federal election. You're going for a federal election, treat it like an American election where they ask you about your judges, your policies, your everything else. Just put an X on everything that you need to, vote and leave. That's it. As long as it's done that way.
But if they are putting it on a separate ballot where it's just the one question,
even if Keith says you only have to answer this one, I wouldn't do it anyways, just to make sure they can't turn around and say, well, they didn't answer these though, so we're not going to.
They're sneaky Pete. They'll do whatever they can.
It'd be a spoiled ballot. I would assume it's a spoiled ballot. It takes 2 seconds. Like, do you really want to risk independence over 2 seconds of putting a couple X's on a piece of paper? That's the way I look at it.
Yeah.
Right. It's look at Lori. I'm volunteering to drive people to vote on October 19th. I already took the day off.
Oh, I love that.
Love it.
Thank you so much.
Love it. Wherever the voting is in my area, I'm going to hang out.
Yeah.
For the majority of the day and talk to people.
You should.
It's going to be great.
Suckers.
I'm going to bring lots of lollipops. Have a lollipop. Thanks for coming out. Thank you for signing for independence. We love you. You're lovely. You're wonderful. Mark Carney's going to be hanging out in the background.
Give me your fucking money!
Yeah, Mark Carney's going to be yelling for our money.
It makes me laugh so hard.
He's going to be asking for our money. Wear the Batman uniform? Oh, you don't want me to do that. I'm not saying I'm Batman, but you've never seen us in the room at the same time. Hey, that's a really fat Batman. No, I don't care. Rob with a $5 super chat. Who's in charge of making the new Constitution? I appreciate your show. Thank you. I'm really not sure who's in charge of making we'd have to have a constitutional convention.
Yes.
As far as I'm aware.
So I think everything would be voted on first, right?
It would be voted on by us.
Yeah.
The people. Just like a referendum, just like everything else.
Yes. This is not all going to be done once we all vote yes. it's going to take a lot of time, but we have a say in everything.
Yep. There it is. We all are. We'd have to draft and be voted on by everybody.
Yeah.
That's,
which is awesome. We finally will have a say.
Yeah, Keith Wilson. I don't know if you guys know this. Keith has his own YouTube channel now where he updates this stuff regularly.
Yeah.
I like that he's coming on live because any questions he hasn't covered in those videos, you guys can get answers to. I think that's beneficial. But he does have his own YouTube channel. Go check it out.
Yeah, I saw that a lot of people are saying he put a video out yesterday and had mentioned that it's going to be on its own ballot.
He has, and again, I'm not downplaying what he said,
absolutely
but
not.
You have to understand that Stay Free Alberta will whip me if I say things wrong. They will literally take me in the back room, and Mitch Sylvester will beat me with a rubber hose.
Oh, Jeff Roth.
Jeff Roth.
So much scarier than Mitch. So much scarier.
I just don't want to say anything that I haven't cleared with them yet. That's it. I got to be careful. Look, they are nice enough to have me at their events.
Yes.
And I don't want to misrepresent
they're
them.
amazing people. But
I am not on the level that Keith Wilson is, where I know things in and out that I want to comment on things unless I know. Is Tiffany going to be in Morinville? Well, speakers
Tiffany
are at 7.
Kids.
We could take the kids. The speakers are at 7.
Because kids go to bed at 7:30.
That's true. Kids have school. It's a Monday the next day. No, Tiffany won't be there. It'll just be me. Sorry, guys.
I'll be
I
there
know
in spirit.
everybody's disappointed. It's just me.
And all these darn kids.
Like,
right?
It's just Fringe. What's the point?
Social killers.
What's the point?
Nobody wants me there anyway.
What do we got here?
Oh, Mike's going too.
Mike said he was going to go too. Mike's going to go?
I'm going to come.
Do not come.
Should I do it?
Do not come.
I'm going to do it.
Keith Wilson for president of the Republic of Alberta. I agree.
He doesn't want it though.
I'd love Keith to be in charge of Alberta. He doesn't want to do it. I've talked to him many times and I've said, Keith, please change your mind. Please reconsider. Babysitter? Yeah, I have a babysitter, but I don't like making them feel like I got to use them all the time for things.
We just used her last week for the dogs. So
yeah, while we were gone.
It's hard when you don't know a lot of people here.
What do we got here? Night of Philema. He's been here for a long time viewing on this channel. Even if Polyev got in, the abuse between Ottawa and Alberta will continue.
Yeah.
It has to. And again, it's not his fault. It's the system. That's why I don't understand why so many people get butthurt when I bring up Pierre. That they immediately say the word Pierre, and it's like saying Beetlejuice. Like people just freak out. Like, oh, he said the word. He said Pierre, and he wasn't, pandering and kneeling down and saying, oh, I love Pierre, and cheerleading with his pom-poms. He's terrible. He's an evil person. It's just reality. It's not him. It's the system. The system will abuse us.
On a live show, I get commercials when I'm watching all the time.
So as I stated earlier, YouTube changed the way they do things back in January. So there's not much I can do about it. My advice, and it's not that you should be giving YouTube any more money, because I've told YouTube that I'm sick and tired of making them money when they're censoring my videos. But I've been a YouTube premium account holder for years.
I'm not.
Because I don't want to watch commercials.
I get so many when I'm watching the stream.
I also needed a music subscription provider. Yes. So what I'm trying to do is inform you guys. I say this every time, but it's just, so if you have Spotify or anything else, you can actually ditch your Spotify and get YouTube Premium. It comes with YouTube Music.
Oh, it's awesome.
It's just as good as Spotify, and your commercials are taken care of. So you're getting 2 things for 1 technically. And I believe it's roughly the same price as Spotify. So that
if you're looking,
if you don't want the commercials, that's the easiest way I say to get around it. And some people say, get a VPN, get an ad blocker. Please don't do that. Yeah. We don't get paid when you do that. No. It's and yes, I will shill at that point, because I don't have a problem with Google paying me. A multi-billion-dollar company can happily pay me.
Yeah.
You need somebody strong for Speaker of the House. Yeah, Keith Wilson. I am not going to be any kind of.
Yeah, you like sleeping.
My brother says I'll stick to Spotify after his Spotify got hacked and he lost all of his playlists.
Yeah.
It's fine. It's fine. It's good to see my brother in here. I don't hear from him very often.
I know. At least he's still alive.
He's so negative. No, I'm joking. I'm joking.
Negative. Does it run in the bloodline?
It runs in the bloodline. We're all naturally angry people.
Oh, now I get it. We have 2 giveaways tonight.
2 giveaways. Let's do them. We've gone half an hour over time. We hit our 1,000 likes. Let's just get it over with. Shall we rip it off like a Band-Aid? Like a Band-Aid.
We need like a button with the Jeopardy music. I guess we can't do that because
can't really do it. Miss Titan fan.
No. Yes.
Is Miss Titan fan still in the stream? Yeah, but I'm busy. I'm a famous YouTuber. I don't know if you know this. I'm an important person.
I'll message you for him, okay? Because I'm not busy.
Is Miss Titan fan still in the stream? Is she still here?
Let's see.
Come on, she's got to be in here. She's always here for the majority of our stream. Where's Miss Titan? Stop hitting the keyboard. You're gonna shut the stream off.
She's here. Yes,
where?
I'm here.
Where? Oh,
yes,
there she is, Miss Titan fan. There she is. Congratulations, you've won our first T-shirt giveaway. It's gonna be a little weird because you're in Nashville, but it's our Alberta Gold T-shirt.
Yeah.
I'll tell you what. I'll make an exception because you're in the United States. If you don't want the black and gold Alberta T-shirt, go and pick. No, you know what? I can't do that because Dutchie paid for Alberta T-shirts. Pick which size you want in the Alberta Gold T-shirt. You're going to love it because it's got our logo on the back anyways. Send an email. Send an email.
You want me to type it in?
Yes, please. And this will be for our next winner as well. We'll keep it on the screen. unacceptablefringeyt@gmail.com.
It's so much better when it's right in front of me.
Send an email with your size and your shipping information. I need a phone number as well because they need it for tracking. In case you're not home on delivery, we delete the phone numbers after we get them. Send an email with your size and the color you want to unacceptablefringeyt@gmail.com.
I mean, we won't stalk you unless you want us to stalk you.
We won't stalk. But hey, Nashville's going to represent Alberta. I love it.
Yes, I love it.
Make sure you email me within 24 hours and we'll get that to you. Mrs. Fringe has already hit the button while we were doing that for the Wheel of Fortuitousness. I took the email off. What is it? Hillbilly Deluxe? Hellbilly Deluxe? Hillbilly? Is Hillbilly Deluxe still in the stream?
Ooh, Fanner says if you want to stalk anyone, you can stalk me.
Yikes.
I love it.
You got to buy me dinner first, at least. That's.
Well, I think I just make it sound dirty.
Yep.
It's probably not dirty.
Hellbilly Deluxe. He's here as well. There we go. Hellbilly Deluxe. It is Hellbilly Deluxe.
It is Hellbilly.
You said Hillbilly.
All right.
Hellbilly Deluxe. You are our second winner. And I clicked on the name instead of having the email address. Go to the store, pick out the color and size of the Alberta Gold shirts, T-shirts. Get your size, color, all your shipping information. Email it to unacceptablefringeyt@gmail.com. I'll get them both ordered and shipped out as soon as possible.
24 hours.
24 hours. If you don't get it in 24 hours, I got to redraw. So anybody who gets an email from me in 24 hours, that's where it's coming from. If you haven't already, what just happened?
Yeah, you went all the way to the top of the chat.
My mouse is out of control. Guys, I want to thank you for being in the stream tonight. Thank you for 1,000 likes by the end of the stream. It's always good when we're able to work together, isn't it? Really appreciate it from you guys. Join us live on Monday with Keith Wilson.
You were almost going to say Miss Fringe, didn't you?
Check the channel over the weekend. Check it daily.
Yeah.
Check it daily. I try to post a video every day. If you're not being notified of new content, please check it daily. Share it out on your socials. Hit a thumbs up, a like, subscribe if you haven't already. All of that helps us, especially sharing it out, folks.
Yes.
We need to build the Fringe more than ever before, especially with the shenanigans that are going on. I hope you enjoy the content I have lined up for you over the weekend. I hope to see you here Monday with Keith Wilson. Try not to lose your shirts. They're just opinions, folks, from myself, from Mrs. Fringe. Have a great weekend. Look after each other.
Take care.
Take care. We'll catch you on the next one.